What's happening, guys? My name is Michael, and today we are going to be going over what has changed with dropshipping and how you can tackle these changes to continue being successful. So, like always, before we get into things, if you do find value in the video, please throw a thumbs up and subscribe, and also comment anything you want me to cover in the comment section below. Let's get into the computer and let's get into it. So it is no secret that dropshipping is changing. Like any other business, it is constantly changing. The landscape is constantly changing, but dropshipping in general is changing a lot because a lot more people are kind of finding out what it is, learning what it is. And although a lot of people are entering the market, it is important that you understand that a lot of people are failing once they enter. So, the average person who starts dropshipping, the timeline goes as follows. They find out what dropshipping is, they watch a couple, videos, they try it out themselves, they learn a little bit, and they launch. And within about 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month, they kind of just give up because it's not what they expected. They never really look back at it, and they go from a producer back to a consumer. So it is important to not get so worried that a lot of people know exactly what it is, because in retrospect, in the grand scheme of things, most people fail. So although that is true, it is important that you need to know what to do, because the same amount of people that are failing, there's the same amount of people, a good amount of people, I should say, who are ever becoming more successful and dominating this market. So what do you need to do in order to compete, in order to actually still be successful? Let's get into that. So old methods may not be working as effective anymore. From somebody that has been doing dropshipping for almost 3 years now, I can tell you that the methods that I was once using when I first started, if I applied those today, would not work a single bit. They would not work at all. And that is because the market is changing. Facebook ads are not as cheap. Consumers are not as, narrow-minded to the fact that you're the only person really pushing this product to them. So what do you have to do to combat this? You have to create a brand around your products. People are weary of dropshipping stores. Unfortunately, there's a ton of people out there who create a dropshipping store, take a ton of orders, and kind of don't get into that customer support, which we'll cover later, and they put a negative taste in somebody's mouth to kind of be weary of stores that look similar. So what you have to do is actually create a brand around your products, around your store. People are more likely to purchase a product from a brand, from something that looks more legitimate, rather than just a product that, looks like every other website that's being pushed to them. That's a dropshipping website. So it's important that you really create a brand, and how you do this is really look to big guys, big websites. I'm talking the department stores, I'm talking the brands that are huge, and kind of modeling your stores after that rather than just another dropshipping store that you see online. Major key there. So what's another thing you can do? This goes to kind of more of the ad copy and product pages. Stop using the photos off of AliExpress. If you're using a photo that 15 other people are also using, it doesn't really differentiate you at all. So what I usually have been telling people to do is actually order the products. Now, a lot of people say, yeah, but I don't want to wait 20 days, 12 days to get started. A lot of the products that you'll find on AliExpress are also on Amazon. Obviously, you will be overpaying. You're going to be paying a little bit more, but you will be getting it much faster than if you're ordering it online through, ePacket. So order the product through Amazon or AliExpress. You can do, a lot of suppliers do DHL Express. It's much faster. You will pay, but it's definitely worth it because you can now take high quality photos yourself that you own that nobody else really has of these products. So you differentiate whether it be the product page, whether it be the product itself, or how it's, functioned or displayed. Maybe you create a video ad with this product. This is a huge key right here, is actually create a video ad with the product in hand, maybe somebody talking, a customer review. That doesn't look dropshipped at all. So that is a huge thing to do, is definitely order the products yourself, order a bunch of variants, and put some time into creating this. And this goes back to actually creating an effective brand. So another thing that has changed are the ads. You can't be using a white background with a general product placed in front of it and a little like Instagram text saying on sale today. This is one of the methods that had worked in the past, but now really proves to be super ineffective. It just doesn't really resonate with anybody. You need to be creating ads that kind of entice people, that get them actually interested, produce content that they see as valuable. And this goes into the Facebook's algorithm as well, because if you're pushing an ad that connotates this positive feedback, that people give this positive feedback to, Facebook in turn will be more inclined to push that to its users, because they don't want to have negative experiences on their platform. That's before advertisers. The first thing Facebook concerns about, the number one priority to them, are their users, their satisfaction with their app. Because without users, there would be no advertisers paying them. So if you're posting ads that are kind of bothering people, that aren't really, resonating with them, that they're not happy with, Facebook's going to show your ads less and less. And this is kind of a back-end algorithm thing. So it really is important that you focus on creating really, really, really good ads. That is what you are in the business of. One great thing to do is create video ads. These capture attention much differently, and these are what the big brands are using. Video ads are really different than just an image, because anything with video, anything with voice, anything with something that moves and captures attention for more than 3 seconds, 2 seconds, however long it takes to look at an image, it makes people more inclined to actually purchase this product. It's kind of a psychological thing. So customer satisfaction is key. Repeat customers build the sustainable business that you're looking for. You don't want to kind of half-ass this. You don't want to do a bunch of footers, don't respond to emails, and what are you going to do now? You're going to generate a ton of negative response, chargebacks, and you're going to create a business that isn't really sustainable, because there's a lot of people very unhappy with your business. So it's definitely not something that you want to do, is just kind of blow customer satisfaction off as, oh, I don't really need to focus on that. One huge thing that having a good customer support system will do is actually generate those repeat customers, and that's what's going to build your business month by month to actually make it grow, beside for the ad aspect of things. So you should be treating your store like a real business. You don't want to just treat this as, my classic thing is if you treat it like a real business, it's going to reward you like a real business. And if you treat it like, some side hustle that you don't really care about, it's going to reward you that way. So the more time, the more effort you put into things, and that's really the big thing around here, the better you're going to be rewarded with it. Down the line, after customer support, you can always get a VA to handle customer support. How you do that is just go on any freelance website, Upwork, Fiverr, whatever it may be, VA. You can pay them like $4 an hour. You outsource it to a different country. Super easy, super effective. Not a bad idea once you start getting 100 orders a day. And the last thing, start branching out onto different platforms. Everybody kind of is stuck on Facebook ads are the only way to go. Everybody's just taught that, and that's the only thing they really know how to use. And although I love them, and it really is a great, very effective way to essentially advertise, there are a ton of other ways. Instagram branded figure promotions. So what is that? Influencers that actually have a brand around them, people who have a brand around them. This can be expensive if you're doing, people with 1 million followers, 2 million followers, and you want them to kind of post, but you're going to be blasting this out to people that are actually taking advice from these figures, trusting them. Another huge platform that a lot of people just kind of just brush on the side, don't really look at, which I don't really understand, is Google Ads. Now, Google ads dominate a larger market than Facebook. Google ads are bigger online, have more money spent with them than Facebook ads. What does that say? They work really, really well. Google's been around longer. It really has a lot of data, just if not more than Facebook. They're not under scrutiny all the time, right, for violating users. I mean, they are a little bit, but Facebook a little bit is more prominent. And I think that it's a huge way to kind of tap into a market not a lot of dropshippers are using, whether it be Google Shopping ads, Google pay-per-click. There are a ton of ways to utilize Google ads and kind of make the most out of that. Another huge thing is Snapchat ads. I don't really have much to say about them. Personally, I'm gonna be honest, I don't use them. But I do know some people use them and they're pretty successful. They can work. And YouTube ads. A lot of people overlook this. This is also part of the Google Ads platform, but YouTube ads with certain products, with videos, can definitely work. No dropshipper uses YouTube ads. So you're basically stepping outside of the norms, the crowd, differentiating, innovating, creating something that's unique, but at the same time can still be the same product that other dropshippers are selling. So these are a bunch of key points that definitely recommend that you do, to still be successful with dropshipping in 2019 and going forward. As always, the landscape is always changing, so you must adjust and adapt. And like always, if you found some value in this video, please subscribe, throw a thumbs up, and comment anything you want me to cover in the next video below, and I will see you there.